Hello and welcome to Enshrouded. We're back to building and it's time to move on up. I've been working over here on the hairdresser's new home and pretty much got the first floor done. I've added a little bit of detailing since last stream. And Mare, thank you. Hey, whoa, I hit my head on the light. Thank you. Welcome to the Meadows. I appreciate your support very much. Oh 07 for Mayor, definitely. I wonder why the alert didn't go off. I see it in the chat, but it didn't do the thingamabobby on the screen, right? Unless it's way delayed. Let me go look real quick and make sure. The thing about Streamlabs is that it turns itself off. For some reason. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I mean, I could see it doing it eventually, but it seems to do it every week. So, whatevs. Thanks very much for your support. I appreciate it. I just put out a members only video today, by the way. In case you're interested. It's for Bellwright. Because I'm testing the update in Bellwright too. And I did a little sneak peek of the new island that's going to be in the next update. Spoiler alert, it's beautiful. Beautiful. The bot was on strike. Yeah, slow strike. No, it had turned itself off again. Mine's new thing is sometimes when I pre-schedule a stream, it would duplicate a previous stream and take that one live. Oh my gosh. That's a frustration. Oops, let me mute my phone. Google's alerting me that someone signed into my Streamlabs account. What? Yeah, fun times. I have this new stream set up. I didn't mess with it anymore since last time because it's supposed to be able to dual stream here and on Twitch for when drops are ready with the next Enshrouded update. But it isn't actually streaming to Twitch, I don't think. So I'll go and figure it out before the update hits for sure. So I can do drops for people. But I did a little bit of extra decorating in here. Added some touches. Changed out a little bit of the lighting. Put some shelves in here with some backlighting. And kind of figured out how to do some lighting over the nail table. I decided to make a custom light because that should be super bright and nothing that we had fit. Today we're going to where the magic really happens, which is up here. This is going to be the main workspace of the salon. And I have some ideas. But, you know, my goal with all these little village builds is to keep them small, which is a huge challenge for me. And I don't think all my ideas are going to fit in here. And they're just ideas. I don't know if they're going to work anyway, but we're going to see. So this isn't a huge salon where there has to be like rows and rows of workstations. It's mainly our one guy, right? Just like a small personal workspace. But I'd like to do, of course, we're going to have some shelves for products. And I think that'll actually be a good place to finally use some of those gift box decos. Exactly, it's an exclusive salon. Very elite. Yeah, because I've been saying there's not a whole lot of places that we can use the, gift boxes for because they're so distinctly gift boxes. I think there's only one of them that doesn't have a bow on it. If we had options without the bow, then it would be easier to use them to turn them into multiple types of things. It is. I'm taking that exclusive Salon. He would like that too. He's very hoity-toity. But yeah, like he's gonna be selling products, and they would have little gift thingies for sale at the salon. So I'm gonna, excuse me, be able to use some of those. And then obviously he's gonna need a workstation for doing hair. I also would like to make this into the salon sink, not just a sink, but I'd like to make it into like where you like lean back and get your hair washed. And then I was thinking it'd be nice to do a pedicure chair, you know, like a big comfy chair with someone to do your feet. I don't know if I'm gonna have room to do that. And then I have an idea for like a drying station for your hair. But I have to keep some space over here. I'm thinking in this corner, I'm going to use dividers and make a little space here for like a changing room type thing. Because this is going to be a sauna in here. I'll pick up my temporary bed. And we'll turn that into a sauna. Excuse me. Wish Games would bring in gift baggies. That would be fun. Okay, so I'm thinking, let's see, let's start maybe with where the main workstation is going to be. I think I'm going to use one of these two chairs because they kind of have arms on them. This one more has arms than the black one. So we'll look at it. And this is the chair I was thinking about if we make a pedicure place. But I'm thinking there'd have to be room out front of it, like for a stool and stuff. That's going to take up quite a bit of space if we do that. We'll see. And then I'm going to turn one of these chairs into a salon chair. I mean, I could just sit a chair there, but I'm going to see if I can come up with any ideas to make it look a little bit special. That doesn't really have arms on it, does it? Just the seat has a little bit of a rim on it. Although that chair looks good in this space. It coordinates with that wall behind it really well. Chair for waiting until hair does its job. Yes, that... Hey, there he is.
Hello.
Oh, no, that's not him. It's not ready yet. You can't get your hair done. Why are you inspecting me again? I'm done with your... Oh, see? She's waiting. Can I get my hair done? Chair for waiting till your hair dye job is done. Yes.
Oh.
I was thinking that is similar to like the hair drying chair, like where you sit there and something goes on your head. Sometimes there's a thing that like lowers down on your head, right? And then sometimes there's a thing that just has the like heat lights looking at your head. So I was actually thinking about trying to find a way to use this. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but the thing I like about this, and I've been trying to think about a way to use it, it's pretty big. So we have to figure out how to integrate it. But look at the effect on it. Isn't that cool? We don't have a lot of things that do cool effects like that. And to me, that could be like the electricity going through it for the hairdryer or heat lamp or whatever that would be waiting over your head. So that's what I want to play with. Yeah, like I can try and turn it in different directions and see. Face part of it into the wall maybe, or cover part of it. We'll see. So that's my idea to play with for that once we decide where the hair setting station's going to be. I'm thinking the main workspace will be right here in the center. I'm forgetting his name right now. What's his name? I want to say Julius, but that's utterly wrong. Yeah, hairdryer, exactly. So if I do a workstation here, see, there's just not enough room in here for everything I want to do. My never-ending challenge of not enough space. Trying to keep things small. I may have to choose not to do all of it. That's why I think we may end up not having enough room for the pedicure place. Because I want to at least have the workstation, the hair washing station, and a place to sit and let your hair set. So let's see. So there's not enough room on, no, so there's not enough room to move the changing into the sauna place. Or I could not do the sauna. I could take out the sauna and make this floor bigger, make it all salon space. I just thought having a sauna would make it a fancier, exclusive kind of salon. Maybe I could do a pedicure thing here. I was thinking I don't want to do the hair washing thing here because that would be weird just to walk up and see a washing bowl right in front of your face. If it's exclusive salon, it doesn't have to have lots of stations because there's probably won't be more than 1 or 2 persons at a time. That's true. But even just fitting in one of the different types, like you gotta have a place to wash your hair, gotta have a place to cut their hair, want to have a place for them to sit and dry or let their color set. So that's 3 different stations already. The pedicure station, I think, would be an extra one. But maybe, like, it wouldn't be as weird to have this comfy chair here for a pedicure place right when you walk up, right? And if nobody is getting their feet done, you could sit down there as a waiting chair. It needs to go closer to the wall. And maybe there would be enough room to have the extra one. The extra station if we do it that way. And I could do the for sale stuff shelves up high, because a lot of times salons just have those like floating shelves with products on it, you know? Like maybe up on the wall as you go out. We'll see if there ends up being enough room here to do both.
Hello.
Okay, let's start building. What did I just do? Oh, that was the chair. It just sounded like stone because it's crooked. Shaking my head yes, as if you would see that. That's funny. And then for the mirror, we're going to use the big mirror, obviously, because we're in the salon. They have a big mirror. Either I'm going to keep it like really long in front, or I might flip it on its side and embed it in the wall, which I think could be cool. The biggest of mirror, yeah, definitely. Like if we had a bigger mirror, I'd use a bigger mirror, which I could do. I don't have to use this mirror. I could use one of those big shields flipped around. That's bigger than this. And build around it. I mean, it's almost exactly the same reflection. Let me go get one and look at it. That could be a huger mirror. Do I have one over here? Thought I had brought one over here for the alchemist and then didn't use it. This, I think, is going to be for the sauna. I think that's likely the one I'm going to use in there. And then I'll use some of these for the dressing area by the sauna. Let's take these. Hey Gelix, welcome in. Hope you are well today. I have one over here. I'll grab one. Run into a wall. Oh yeah, by the way, I redid my kitchen. My mountains already know I showed them pictures as I was building. But look at my new kitchen. I haven't decorated it yet, obviously. I'm so happy. I wanted to build between streams, but I didn't want to do the hairdresser without y'all. And I was trying to get things reorganized for the water update. And I was like, I'm tired of my kitchen just being functional. I have not spent any time on my own house. So I knocked out a wall and pushed it out. Decided I needed my storage organized more than just being thrown in stacked boxes. So it's all organized by food type now. And this is my favorite part, the pantry. It took a beat to figure out the spacing on this to be able to have doors and still be able to get into the storage chest. And I have more storage chests ready to go for all the new food items and ingredients and stuff. I love how my pantry turned out. This island really should be scooted back this way one block so that it would be realistic to have bar stools here sitting at the kitchen counter. However, I've not done it. I've got it in the wrong place, all because I want to keep this bottle on the counter that we can't build. I'm hoping, because that's left from when I moved in, I'm hoping that we get some of those kind of things in the update. This one too, it's floating. I'll see if I can find a way to integrate it. I try and leave that kind of stuff and integrate it into the build. See, there's a bottle sitting on the thing under the dining room table down there. But we can't place those, so it's just luck of the draw if you can fit your build so that one of them's integrated somehow. And I restocked my flower shop. I've been trying to just do stuff around the base, getting things organized and ready for the update. I would like to sit with my back to the fire in the winter. That's a good point. Actually, that's a really good point. I should put a chair like right here by the fireplace. Because Emily's going to be stationed in here. And she can have her spot to sit down and rest right by the fire. Oh, and I had, because I'm a flower shop, right? That's the shop that I run. I had my like growing tables over here. I took them and put them outside, and I'm going to turn this into a greenhouse. It's going to be a greenhouse out here straight off the kitchen, right next to the vegetable patch. I haven't got that built yet. So I'm happy with it. I feel so much more cozy in here than just the throw something down and survive kitchen that I had going. It's the mommy effect, right? You always do your stuff last. Okay. I should take these other wigs over there. I have some over there, but I don't know how many I'll end up using. You like the look of it? Thank you. Hi, Adam. Welcome in. This looks so lived in and complete. I almost didn't recognize it was that farm building early game. It is. It is, it is. It's my home now. I like setting bases up as if they're being used. Like, what would realistically be here? I guess that's my version of RPG, right? Well, I don't know. They don't have one. I don't know. I'm just going to make another one. Who makes those? The blacksmith, right? He's probably in bed right now. Hello? Can I wake you up? Excuse me. I wish they would close doors sometimes. Hello? That's the wrong person. Oh, no, it's not. I was like, is that the wrong person in bed with her? But it's not. It just looked funny from that angle. I can't. There. Isn't he the one that makes them? I thought we had walked into a scandal. Oops, my hand slipped. Is it not him? It's metal, so I was thinking it was him, but maybe it's the carpenter. Anything else you have that I want to make? I'm gonna need one of these for the sauna. I already have one in storage, but it's fine.
Now get back out.
All right. I know I woke you up. I'm sorry. Jeez. Here, I'll close the door. Oh, now you're gonna get up. That made me jump. Welcome to the channel, Jennifer. Glad to have you. Blacksmith and the bard. Didn't see that coming. But hey, it's hard out there in Embervale, I guess. You know, you never know. You never know. The heart wants what it wants. I actually had found that they were in love and living together, and then got that mission that he was like, I need you to go find someone, and it was a woman, and I was like, oh crap, you're gonna be in trouble. But then it ended up being his daughter, so I was like, oh, okay, you're fine. Okay. Let's go talk to our friend the carpenter. He's probably... I'll go in his front door so y'all can see their house from the front. I usually just go in the back door. But Barry and Cade live down here. They have their own little apartment. They always leave the door open. They're very trusting. This is their apartment. I feel like I need to do some more decorating in here, but it's always the way it is. They have the cat down here. I love their bathroom too. Because I don't want to be stumbling over the cat. Excuse me. Hello. Good morning. I know you just woke up and all, but can you make me something? Don't tell me he doesn't make it either. Who makes it? I didn't scroll past it, right? The giant shields, you know what I mean? Who makes the giant shields? Anybody remember? Would love to see more NPCs interacting with each other. That kind of makes things more alive than them just wandering around. I agree. I like that, like in the last update, they added more for them to do. Like they'll at least go around and look at things, you know? Like find things interesting. But yeah, they definitely... I know it's not you. Is it the Huntress? Are y'all still in bed up here? Good morning. No, they're up. Here.
Hi.
Hi. Do you make those shield things for the wall? I'm about to Google it.
Bye.
Who else would it be? I know people, like all of them, walking about. That drives me nutty. Yeah. I would like if there could be just non-crafting NPCs. Just have a bit more villagers. We do now. So they could roam while the crafting NPCs could stay in their shops selling items. Yeah. So, like, this is my secondary archer.
Bye.
Me get. So these are the main craftspeople: Emily, Valerie, Balthazar, Cade, May and Chen, Anthelin the Hunter, Alden, I keep him locked away, Oswald the blacksmith, and Elio, that's the one I kept forgetting his name. And then we have secondaries that do those things as well, the same skills. And then we have just villagers, and they have story, and you have to find their lost souls out in the world, and they can live in your base. So like Ramon, his story was that he was a newspaper person, and so when I built his house, it's like a newspaper bookshop house because it goes along with his story. And Hannah I don't remember now. There was a reason I chose her and her story. But she's the owner of the inn. Yeah. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 of them right now. I don't know if there's any that I'm missing. I haven't checked. And I obviously don't have houses for all of them yet. But I think I actually have 1 or 2 that I haven't even placed down in the village yet. But like I started with adding this little hostel because everybody wants a bed, right? So I built this little hostel. And it has several beds up here that people are living in. My secondary farmer lives in here until I get the farmhouse because it's near the farm. Hello. She's going to run the jail in the village. But then we kept getting, we kept getting more and more people. Who is she? She's the huntress's niece, I think. But then we kept getting more people. I was like, I don't have enough beds. That was a secondary farmer back there. And so I went ahead and built out the inn that Hannah runs. That was weird. There's a big hole. I know, that's where there's going to be a pond. I need to put fieldstone around it. So I turned this house into an inn. This is where you check in. This is Hannah's room because it's halfway between check-in and the kitchen in the background, in the back. And then you go in here, up here, the second floor. This is the lounge area.
Hello.
Hello. She's staying at the inn right now. There's a bathroom there and another bedroom that was mine, so it isn't finished. Storage. Have a deck to overlook the center of the town where I'm going to have like a stage and stuff. And then on the third floor is more rooms
Hi.
that I have people staying in. This was Elio's room for a long time. He still has his sign in here. And his cup of tea he's always asking for. And then this is the like special suite in the inn. It's the big one, whatever they're called. We need glass blocks so I can close in my window. And then downstairs has the kitchen and cafe, which also serves as a cafe for the town square out there. And this is where Ilya's going to get a lot of his food because he's not going to have a kitchen because he doesn't cook so much. He just orders food. It goes with his style. He'll have a tea station at least in his house. And we're going to get more people with the next update. We're going to be getting another craftsman that's a fisherman. And then they'll probably give us a second fisherman. They gave us a second so that we can have one at multiple bases. You know, like, especially if you have a couple people playing, you want them. You can move them from base to base, but you could just have one of that skill there. And then I fully expect they'll give us more just villagers as well. We keep getting more and more people. And I like that they all have a backstory, too. They're not just, like, random people. Like, there's a story of what happened to them, and you have to find them and save them. Yeah, he can't risk his fingers cooking. I mean, his hands are precious. Okay, I'm gonna Google it because apparently I'm being a dorkfish and not seeing it or something. He burns things? Is he related to Verso? What is that thing called? Enshrouded. How to craft the wall shield. That's not really what it's called. Not the shield mount. What's it called? I shouldn't call it a shield because that's going to make it look for shields instead of the thing I'm actually talking about. Seriously, this is driving me nuts. Okay, you know what? Whoops. I'm just gonna go get one from the store. Let's go to the depot. I don't want to spend the whole stream being blind. Not finding the thing I'm looking for. See? These things. That's what I'm talking about. Whatever they're called. Where are they at in here? If I can't find one in here, I'm taking it off the wall. Checking the wiki. I can't remember what it's called. I did a search for Enshrouded wall shield, but that's not what it's called. You know what? Is it called coat of arms? Is that what it is?
Hey.
Maybe, but I looked at the carpenter twice and I didn't see it there, which it doesn't mean I'm not blind here. Good grief. What's it called? Shield wall emblem. Probably that one, I'm thinking, by the shape. Because it's mostly, if I turn around, just the shape. I'm gonna get 2 of them. In case I want to do it double. Does it... It doesn't say where I craft it. I don't think I've had a bigger dorkfish moment. It's possible I have, but... The bard has it! The person I didn't talk to. I wouldn't... Oh, you know what? Because in the last update, they moved the pictures over to the bard. Thank you, Mare. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I forgot, because she didn't used to have the pictures. Now we know. Thank you very much. Hello. Yeah, I got an adventure story for you. It's called Finding Things to Decorate Your Place. I think I'm gonna use this one in here. And then we'll have a bucket. And I'll put a ladle in it. I don't think it's going to be big enough to put water in. I think a water block's probably going to be too big. I might switch it out for a bigger bucket at that point, though, to put water in it, actually. Let's practice with ice. I would have to go into the ground. Maybe. Well, I'm not gonna mess with all this right now. I'll mess with that later. I'm supposed to be doing this. Stop squirreling. You're working on this. Oh, you put it in the chat first, Adam. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Easier for one of us to check. I appreciate it. Snowballs should do the trick too. Oh, that's interesting. A bucket of snowballs and you could just like grab one and plop it on the fire. It's a possibility. I mean, they would melt into water. You just need a little changing space here. It doesn't really hide anything. I could get a third one. Because if it was folding, so if I did like this, like it was folding, connect them, and then do a third one that looks like it's open right now, just like fold it in or fold it out, then that would be able to be used to close the door. Or look like it was. With just like, we'll put like a little chair in there or something and a hook on the wall. We could put a stand for armor, just empty, like you put your clothes on here, but I think a hook on the wall, like where you would hang a robe. Can't. I could hang a robe. I could use a dummy with a robe and phase it into the wall and have a hook phasing out the top so it looks like the robe is hanging on the hook. As if you're going to change into that before going into the sauna. We'll play with that. We'll play with that idea. Let's look at the mirror first. So, if I did this, well, I'll still leave this sitting here for comparison. See, this is a much bigger mirror. Of course, I would flip it around and turn it upside down. Flip it around so it's just mirror surface. I think I like this better because we want a big mirror in here, right? I'm gonna go with that. If I have room, I'll put the standing mirror in here. In the changing space. I don't know if I'll have room. Okay, so what are we gonna build this station out of? Midnight Tomb is what the accent walls are. That would be very matchy-matchy if we did that. We coordinate. Whoops. Stop it. Hit the right button. Obsidian is very fancy. Bronze is also fancy. I think that's too much metal though. Let's look at some other blocks. I don't think I would be using the red granite. Possibly the hollow halls block? Could look at the fancy stone, because it looks wood when you use it just on the bottom ones. You want to use them at the station scratch pad. Oh. One upside down. And the other just below it. Yeah, big mirror. That makes me think though. Combining them that way, I could do that left to right. Have a really big long mirror. Or I could just do the one. Space again. I gotta think about space. I'll be glad when those don't automatically go in your hotbar anymore. It's supposed to be coming in the update, I think. We'd have to have... Why do I keep doing that today? Stop it. I like the front gray. I don't know if I want to do it too thick, but I might need to because I'm going to integrate a mirror on the wall. It's kind of cool. Let's take it and look at it. In the room. I can think of stuff like that when I watch others decorate, but when I try and decorate, I come up blank. I hear ya. It's taken me a long time to get where I can think while I'm streaming, and I still don't always. I still struggle. The well blocks are really pretty too. We can look at those.
Hey.
I kind of want to use the starlight block some, but it's just, I think that's going to be too much. Hey. Let me get this bed out of my inventory. For now. Where are my heads? It's always, when you're building, you end up with so much stuff. In your inventory, right? Should I use these instead? It adds more color. We'll take them and look at it.
Hello.
Hello. Probably would prefer the more color. With Mr. Fancy Pants, there is no such thing as too much, I think. I mean, you have a point. Hi, Lurking Crab. Welcome in. Hope you're well today. Okay, let's put this. Give them like a block and a half. It's just a little changing thing, so they don't need a whole lot. I want it to look closed off. I could completely phase them together. Combine that into one leg. No, that doesn't look right. And then we'll have this one like, you close this when you're in there, right? So it's just at an angle right now. And you can pull it closed when you're inside. You can't walk in there at all. Just come out and edge it. I don't want it to block off the walkway. Can get in there now. I don't like how it goes so far in front of the door. I'm gonna bring this out a tad so it can be leaned in a little bit more so it doesn't seem like it's sticking out in the walkway as much. So instead of giving them a block and a half, I'll give them like 2 blocks. I'm going to phase it further into the wall to cover up that gap. No, it's more off to the side. It's not like in the way of the walkthrough. Technically, that's not big enough to close over this entire space, but we're not going to notice that. Or maybe I'll put another one directly behind this right here, like it folds out onto that. That would make it fully cover that space if it was folded out. I'll have a chair. And then I'll do that hang the cloak trick on the wall. Oh, you know what else might work in here? That wood from the mountains, the conifer panels. Alright. Which one do I like? The Hollow Halls blocks gives it some more color, and that red kind of coordinates with those panels. You like the corners of the middle one? I do too. It's really pretty. And it coordinates with the rest of the room. See, that's how that one is. Let me grab the conifer real quick and look at that because it has similar corners, but it's a different color that could provide contrast if we decide we want contrast. Oh, I didn't look at the well block either. This is the well block. It's hard to tell what it looks like with just one of them. It's got like little drapey decoration on it. I think I'm going to rule this one out. That's what's already on the skirting of the room. This is the conifer. See, it has nice little columns on the edges too. But it's more of a contrast in color in this room, rather than being as matchy as using the same wall as the accent color. Hey, Snake, how are you? What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies. Oh my god. I'm telling that to my kid today. I can hear his response already. Mom. Mom. Stop it. I think I like the contrast. I think this one is very matchy-matchy color. This one is matchy-matchy. These two provide more contrast. They're both fancy. The Hollow Halls gives even more of a pop of color. You do have to contend with those things sticking up on the corners. What block was the one I liked the corners of? Might want to use it in my cottage. That is Midnight Tomb. It's one of the new ones that we got in the mountains. That's what's on the walls in here as the accent wall. It's really beautiful. I love it. This accent wall. Not that one. That one is the obsidian. Yeah, I love the midnight block. It's so pretty. Could combine these somehow. Or to have a little bit of coordinating, but not exactly the same. I could just replace these front corners with the midnight tune. No, that's goofy looking because Hollow Halls is such a big block. If I take out the middle, then I lose the gray that I liked. This one I can take out the underneath like it's a leg space. And it still looks good. Can't have everything you want, eh? I am a sucker for wood, so do not ask me. I am too, which is why I try and force myself to use other things sometimes to branch out. I've used that conifer wood so much. I don't know. I kind of feel like the Hollow Halls coordinates more. I like the flow of the color being similar to the panels. Let's try it and see. Even though I'm not crazy about those things sticking up on the corners in this particular application. Let's see. Spacing. I have my hair washing station here. It's my workstation. I need to save room for a drying. You know what? We could use this chair for both pedicures and hair drying. Depending on what's happening at the time, right? Could have the same chair for both. I'll just pull it out from the wall a little bit. Build the hair drying thing behind it, leaning over that chair. And then do the stool and stuff for a pedicure in the front. So it could be either one. That way I can have both and it'll save me some space in this little room. Okay, so I don't have to worry as much about the space then. So, let's see if we can make this workstation. We could make it even a little bit longer then, right? That puts a divider on the front. Does it do it that way if I put it on this side? It does. Could even it out. That's not even. That's even. Now this needs to be moved over an inch. Trying to think. I don't know that there's anything I could replace those corners with. That would look right with the way the hollow halls takes up so much space. And is it gonna just make it next to it anyway? You know what I could do? This well block looks very similar to the inside color on there. Well, that would not solve the problem of it sticking up on the corners if I replace that. I'm just gonna accept that they're gonna be there and maybe integrate them with the build. If I build it out from the wall, it could cover it up. Let's play with that. So, let's, where to go? Come back. Disappears into the wall. Let's flip this around. What do we name for that one? R. Wait, it's already flipped around. Why is it flipped around? I didn't flip it around. Why is it flipped around? I don't know. Okay, let's flip it over. Tilt. Let's try it sideways first. I can't see it. Let's move it forward. Have that little lip on the wall behind. Can bring it out from that. I think I will be able to do 2 of these and make it a ginormous mirror. But I think it needs a backsplash for the bench. Instead of just having the wall there. If we did all the halls again. Get up. Do I have snapping on? Get off. Silly snapping. That's kind of pretty. Kind of like that. Okay, it's flipping itself. I wonder if they added that to happen automatically because so many people do this. To use the flat surface for things. Come forward. Is that too high? It might be too high when you're sitting in the chair. I mean, they can pump you higher in the chair. It's really, really high. It's too high. If you're sitting in a chair, you're way down here. If this whole thing was only 1 block high in the front, and we go 1 block up from that. That looks very small, doesn't it? No, I don't like it. That's too low for the worktop.
Hi.
It's probably okay height, but I wouldn't want to raise the mirror up. We could turn this into a hollow wall halls background on the whole thing. Because I did double walls so that I can do weird decorating like this. And face things into the wall.
Hello.
Thanks for hanging out, Waddle. Enjoy your coffee. So now it looks like a built-in still because Hollow Halls comes out so distinctly. Let's flip this over. Nope, not that one. Hit the wrong button. Let's see, let's put the arch in the center. And then bring it forward.
Hi.
There. I think that's gonna look good. And we'll do the second one. So it's not as wide, but it's definitely wide enough. It's definitely a big mirror. I don't 100% like that it has a crease down the middle. See about putting something across the top. Just looking. No. Maybe. If I take these ends off. I could integrate lighting into those things hanging down on the top sides of the mirror. I want to look at coordinating the midnight tomb block at the top. What does that look like? I don't think that is gonna work. No. Let's try obsidian. Fancy. It does like fancy. You know, I don't think I tried obsidian. Did I try obsidian for the bottom? I did.
Hello.
What did the obsidian look like? That's right. What if I combine those corners, the midnight tomb? It still does the up thing, it doesn't get rid of it. I don't know that that blends good enough. What in the world are you doing, woman? You're making me dizzy. Are you getting your steps in for the day? She's like, fine, I'm out of here. Hello. Obsidian on the side of this. No, I just have two different things sticking up at the same time. What if I make the sides a matching obsidian? Get the right angle. If I made that whole back wall obsidian instead of hollow halls block, then it would just be the mirror with a little tiny metal frame around it, which is kind of interesting. Less of a statement piece if I did it that way. I'm gonna put this back. I think that's just too much. Got something off over here. What is happening? There. If I did this all the way down, why did it do it double wide? Doesn't that seem double wide? Why is it making it so wide? It's just how the Hollow Halls does it, right? That is only one block, right? Let's move it to the side. I like that better.
Hello.
So it doesn't have that hang down piece. Did I go to this side? Is that what I did over there? Did I go? No, I don't remember what I just did. Is it this one? Yeah. Added one. There. I think that looks more balanced. Hey Chisel, how are you, friend? Update can't come fast enough. I know. I know. Keeping myself busy building. I'm gonna have to move those up an edge though, the mirrors, because I can see. Or we want this. Why do I keep doing that today? Stop pushing that button. Grr. We want this really bright in here for the workstation, right? That is out from the wall one, isn't it? Too much? That might be too much. I mean, I love how those worked in the ceiling, like they're fluorescent lights, but that might be too much. But we could do a step down and be fancy and use this one. That's better. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Thinking. I don't know. I feel like I need to stare at it for a while, so just gonna
Hello.
Do some other part while I stare at it. And what? Get down from there! What are you doing? They shouldn't be able to walk up 2 blocks high. If it's 2 blocks high, then obviously it's not just a walk on me situation. That's not one step. Missed me, huh? You've never left, dear. You've been watching my every move. I think I definitely like this chair better for the hair wash station. I would like to tilt this back a little bit. Oh, thank you, thank you. It's getting there. It still has a lot to do in this room. But we're getting there. I think I do want to tilt this back, but then I'm going to have to do something to make it look like why it would be tilted back and not just sitting in the air. Ooh! I have an idea. Let me get... Do I have any... I'm gonna see if I can put it over a barrel. Because that could be like the mechanics underneath. Maybe one of these. Let's try it. So, where'd my chair go? Let me put the chair right next to it so I can look at the sizing. Might work. And that barrel matches the color of the sink. Let's see. If I tilt this over, bring it to the center. Want it kind of out a little bit.
High.
Is that too high? You just put it down. Is it?
Huh?
And then, okay.
Huh?
If we take this, is that centered if the legs are right on that line? Like directly lined up with that line. Okay. Line the legs up with that line. And then sink it into this. Maybe one more. Yeah, now it looks integrated. And now, uh-oh. No! Why didn't it let me do it? It's not letting me do it. Why isn't it letting me do it? It doesn't let us rotate chairs that way? Is that a new thing? Not that there's anything new right now, but... Quit staring at me. I'm working. It won't let me rotate the chair. That's very sad. Well, we can still integrate it on this thing so it kind of has the mechanic that you could see that it could be rotated back. That's not straight. What do you think? Is that just weird? I'm gonna have to straighten it up. If it rotated back, it would make sense. Why can't we rotate chairs? It's very sad. Get it centered at least. I don't know if I like it now that I can't rotate it. I'm just gonna do the boring thing and just sit the chair in front of it until I get another stroke of genius. Can we rotate stools? No. Boo hiss. Let me pick this up so I can build the hairdryer behind it. It would have some kind of a stand, so I'll probably need to get like a metal beam. It's too far out, but I can guesstimate the height at least. What it would be if your head was there. It does just kind of come out of the wall. have this off to the side for when you're getting a pedicure. Actually, I put it back a little bit because there will be a little table there. Put a little table with a bowl. Sink the bowl down into it. I don't think any of the regular sinks would work. Even sunk in the ground. Let's look at what they look like. Hello, Auntie Waddle. That one won't work because it has the back on it. Doesn't match. This would be the only one that would be closest. That would probably be the right color, but that might, even the end table might be too big. This one is smaller. A drawer. That one might be good for the side for sitting the stuff on it too. Let's see. Sink the excuse me, if I sink this all the way down, that actually doesn't look too bad. Kind of like that. Hi, Joe the Wizard. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. We're getting there. This room still has a long ways to go. But we're getting there. I said I was going to sink that all the way down, and then I didn't. I left it up one click. Let me do that again. I think all the way down is better. Not enough room left that they can still walk in there to sit down, probably. Let's make sure that didn't go through. I have 2 layers, so it shouldn't. No, it didn't. Cool. And then I think the little tiny table take up less space over here on the side. Could sink this down too. And then the stool that the person doing feet sits on that they'll pull out if they're doing feet, but have it out of the way if he's washing a hair. Should I just sit it close? They could pull it out from there so it's more clear what it's there for. We're not going to use this chair. It's the only one of that design, and so it just sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm going to sneeze. I feel it coming. I'd like more fancier stools like this in different wooden colors too. Because we only have like the crappy stool and that fancy stool with that one wood type. I feel like it should be raised up. You know, they raise you up. I do wish there was a way to turn off the twinkling of the grappling hooks. Interesting. It would be nice. I actually chose that specifically for that effect. Because I was like, if I can try to find a way to turn it into a hairdryer, it looks like it has like electricity or heat going or something. I just stuck it there right for now. We need to add stuff to it to make it look more like a hairdresser. Like a hair dryer or one of those heat lamps to set your color kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just playing with that idea right now. Not sure. I wonder if I could use this. Like the elevated chairs. Is this going to be too big? It looks like it would swivel around now. That's cool. Can I still sit in it? I can. And now I'm up higher. Ha! Kind of like that. A big bowl for a perm. Excuse me. You can use the instrument holder for a lever, like the pump they have. Ooh. That's a good idea. There's usually a lever. They have like a foot lever, right? Some of them are a bar, but some of them are like just a little pedal. I think I have some of those on the side. You go back over there. I'm like, what did I just do? Did it go? No. Go over there. Stop it. Oh, it's full. Go in there. So y'all are together. Oh, I need to put a ladle in the bucket of water in my sauna. Grab one. I know I had some over here. Hi, how are you, Ramon? Did he come out of his own house this morning? Because a lot of times he comes out of the alchemist's house first thing in the morning, I'm just saying. It's not any of my business or anything, but I have observed. That's why I gave her a double bed. The Kyriak knife somewhere. Okay, I don't see one. Let's make one. This is the alchemist place, and this is Ramon's bookshop and newspaper. But he often comes out of the alchemist shop in the morning. This is the alchemist shop. I'm happy with the alchemist shop. This is her workshop floor.
Welcome.
What are you doing in here? You have a wife. You just got here early, didn't you? Trying to help out. And this is her living loft up here. I'm happy with how this turned out. I should post some pictures of this somewhere. Hello. I'll get to it eventually. Okay. Oh, I need to go talk to the bard to make one of those, don't I? You don't make them, do you? Okay.
Farewell.
Let's go talk to the bard. Hey, thanks for the sub, Joe. I appreciate it. I redid my kitchen too, but I haven't decorated it yet. I'll get to it. Before I check with the bard, let me check the basement. Maybe they're over here and I'm just dreaming. Yep, here we go. Let's take some of those. I like that Woodguard already has a creek area for water. Oh, friend, I am so excited. I already have it all planned out. So, this is my plan. Do you live at Woodguard too? A lot of people do. It's interesting to see how different people fix it. So, the creek starts right here, right? And it goes all the way past the gardens and off the cliff. So, my plan is up there I'm going to have a cave, and that is where the waterfall is going to start. And it might even have 2 levels of waterfall because it has 2 levels up there. I could put it on the top level and have it drop twice, possibly. And then it'll fall down into here. And I might put the wheel here. That's what I was originally thinking. But I think what I'm going to do is the water will flow all the way through here, under the bridge, over to this side. And then I think I might put the paddle wheel here, somewhere around here. And then when it continues in the river, it'll flow down here and completely off the cliff into the shroud. So my base goes just past this. You can see the line. And then coming down this side, down here on the left, this is where I'll put the rice paddies. This is where I was gonna put the farmer's house, but no more. It's gonna be rice paddies now. The farmer will be relocated. Not that he's located anywhere yet. He's still living in the hostel. Emily lives with me, but the secondary farmer will be the one that lives at the farm. I live on the mountain south of Woodguard, above the first Hollow Halls. Down here. Huh. That's an interesting place. Very mountainous over there. It's pretty. That's a pretty area. Somebody keeps opening this gate and I don't like it. I put the gate there because it freaks me out that the shroud is so close. I don't want any creeps walking up here. They're locked out. So I'm working on my village. This is going to be the town square. I already got the inn made. And the first shopping house is the newspaper shop and bookstore for Ramon. And then that's the alchemist. I built that on stream. Hi. Yes, for you. Now I'm working on the hairdresser. This is probably going to be maybe the Fletcher here. And armor here. Because I'm trying to think of doing coordinating shops across from each other here. Because I left that beam there that we can't build. And I want to turn that into a walkway. So it seems like those two shops should be connected somehow. Should make sense.
Hey,
Hey! Okay, so if we're going to do this like a little foot pedal. Is that big enough? Let's see if we bring it out a little bit. Is that touching at that point? It needs to go back one. Can you please move and do that somewhere else? Go in private. I'm trying to build here. What? They're trolling me at this point. Stop it! Great idea to use existing things you can't make it. Oh, I love to do that. I have, yeah, my island in my kitchen is really out by one more block than it should be because I wanted to be able to use like the jars and bottles that were in there that I can't make yet. I think that works. Yeah, it's just a little foot pedal, right? So it doesn't have to be real big. Good idea. Thank you, Joe. I think the barrel being underneath there is freaking them out. Hey, it's also a massage chair. What can I say? I wonder if I should raise it up and itch it. It doesn't do that when I sit there, though. Wait, sit down. Yeah, it doesn't do it to me. I'm just raised up. Let me look at him in that chair. I think if I get
Hey,
one of those silver or steel bowls, maybe this one. That's a big size bowl. Let's flip it over. No. Flip it over. Is that straight? One more. I need it to look like it's connected, so I need to go up. Joe, it's not centered. I'll have to redo it. It won't let anybody sit there now because it's too close to the head. I can raise the
Hello.
whole thing up. Hi, Ramon. Thinking about extending it down with something, but I don't know if that's even necessary. Let's put it higher. Okay. And then, where's it? No, not that way. I think I did 2 clicks up. Looks like I need to go one more. That's not bad. Considering some bags. No, I'm not. Thank you. That's not bad. Kind of like it. Would you move so I can look at this thing, please? Can I sit? Yes. I can sit now. And I got my heat lamp on me. Set my color. Thank you. Need to put little bottles on there. It bothers me that I can't rotate this chair back. A lot. It bothers me more than it should. Ah, well. Either I'll go with it or I'll figure something else out. I might still go back and put a barrel underneath it so it looks like it's rotatable. Would you stop doing that? Why can they step 2 blocks high? It's not right. And then we need to put our cloak in here that they change into before going into the sauna. I'm going to put a ladle in the water bucket. Although I'm probably gonna adjust this some. Maybe do a bigger bucket or something once we get water. That I can actually put water in for the sauna. Making progress. Let me get my hair dried. Didn't even think about if we are getting more bucket types. Hopefully you get more of everything.
Hi.
We'll get lots of stuff, I'm sure. We're getting whole new block types and furniture styles. So, I'm looking forward to all the new stuff. Alright guys, I'm going to end it there for today. Thanks for hanging out with me and sharing your ideas. I think we got a good start going. It was just a blank room when we started. So lots of details need to be added, but we're on our way. I appreciate you greatly. Remember to hit that thumbs up. And until next time, happy gaming.